Top of the morning, you beautiful son of a guns. We are doing probably one of my favorite projects of all time. We're continuing to work on this old field, turning agriculture back into whitetail habitat to date. Some of you are gonna scoff at me, some of you are gonna yell at me, some of you are gonna get in the comments, and I get it. We're planting eastern red cedars. I'm gonna live here for a while. I'll be able to manage them. I'll be able to pay attention to them for barriers and for bedding to a certain extent. We already have red osier in this field. We already have fruit trees, pears, apples, plums, chestnuts. We're a little far north from, but we got them. Planted from Whitetail Hill in here. So we did the eastern red cedars along the border. We're gonna do some more eastern red cedars in here. I have low spots in this field. We're gonna do some hybrid willows as well. And in the future, in another video, we're probably gonna do some hazelnuts, some elderberry, and maybe some other things. So like, we're turning this old field back into ideal whitetail habitat from 3 to 12 feet. The coolest thing ever. We're also gonna leave like another test plot completely alone. And just do comparisons over the course of time. So if you guys are looking for old field implementation and what to be doing on your properties, this is the video for you. Come along. All right guys, so I got JJ out seeding the main field now. At this point, I mean, we're gonna have hazelnut out there, we're gonna have willow, we're gonna have cedar, we're gonna have the apples, the pears, the plums, the chestnuts, the red osier dogwood. I don't even know what I didn't name yet, but now I have them adding forbs because whitetails don't need grasses or don't eat grasses. I'm trying to get the most with most of these species as far as food and cover goes. You know, that's some of those will suffice as both, but right now he's adding a lot of clover, chicory, and alfalfa. Now we're not gonna go in there and maintain this. We're not gonna go in there and mow it and all that stuff, but at least this base of greens is still gonna be down in there for 3 to 5 years. As you know, everything starts to take place these first couple of years, because it's going to be a weird looking field. It's going to be figuring it out. It's not going to be fully grown in the certain species that we want to, and so it'll just be another way to add a little more food in there. And in order to add more cover as well, we've added a little bit of the incognito from Domain, just give me some annual cover. Sorghum and Egyptian wheat and stuff like that will grow 10-15 feet tall this first year before a lot of that can get implemented. So all good stuff. I'm really excited for growing season to come and see what it turns into year 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So stick with us. All right guys, back to one of the interior food plots. We got a lot of that stuff done out on the exterior. Did a lot of cedar planting along the perimeters and all that other good stuff. But now we came back to one of my interior plots that we frost seeded, and it's starting to germinate. Finally getting decent weather here. And now we're gonna, what we did is in the last video, we came in here with plums, pears, maybe a little chestnut, some stuff like that. I don't have patience, so we got some bigger trees, and the trees that I ended up getting actually were apple trees, but more specifically Macoun apple tree. It's a late dropping apple tree. It'll be dropping in and around that rut time period instead of that early season time period. Food is not a lacking resource anywhere in September. So to add more food that adds, to add something that adds more food in September didn't make a ton of sense to me. So we got the latest dropping apples that I knew of, at least locally here. And so now we're gonna plant 4 of these big suckers. So hopefully we got some apples here in the coming years. Well, those might take 3 to 5 years. At least we got something to fill that void for a little while here. All right guys, that wraps up the day. Our old field, I would say for the year, is probably 70% complete. We do have some digging of a pond and some other tasks that are going to take place for building this house and stuff like that, build the house up. So we got some other stuff that we'll probably adjust and fix after excavators and, you know, heavy equipment comes out here. But that main field is done. We got some apple trees in today. Man, I'm just super pumped about this old field stuff, guys. Like, you literally, the best way to add hunting value to a property. Take blank canvas, biological desert fields like this crop field and turn it into deer habitat, and you can't beat that as far as holding deer. So that's what we're doing here. And also shout out to JJ for coming out. I'm gonna take 30 seconds here and just talk about JJ. JJ is I believe he's a 19-year-old kid who, and I say kid, he's a grown man now, but who kind of stayed on me. He didn't bug me. He wasn't annoying or anything like that, but a guy who wanted to be a part of what we had going on here. And he's more than willing to work for it and put in the time and stuff like that. And so he kind of stayed on me politely. So I guess I'm just using him as an example for any of you guys that want to work in the outdoor industry. Like, guys like myself or any other names out there, we need help. But be good help if you're gonna come and help. Don't be a liability, you know what I'm saying? Be an asset. So just shout out to JJ for being a good hard worker, and got a good little crew here. We got Landon behind the camera, and things are going good at Whitetail Land Management Services. Also, we, if you haven't seen the We Are Hiring video, hopefully that window is still open. You don't know. Check that video out for the details. Don't just get a hold of me. We're looking for specific things, but that's all we got for today. We got some work done. That's a wrap.